Release me from all the pain in here and hold me, enfold me, draw me near, draw me near. Draw me near. This pain that you carry, you can feel it burn. You're going, not knowing just which way to turn. Keep reaching, keep seeing that hope is always near. I'm right here beside you. Love is here. Love is here. Love is here.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's good to see you all. Oh, I love it. The weather's warm. The voices have warmed up. Everybody's chatting it up. Welcome. So I would just love to warmly welcome you all to Unity of Port Richey today. I'm glad you all came. When we start here every Sunday, we always light our Christ candle to begin the service. And so this candle is a representation of the light of Christ that's within each and every one of you. So let's begin. Well, so we have a special guest here today. We have the wonderful Charley Thweatt. So let's give him a warm round of applause. Yes, Charley is here. Let me read a little bit about Charley for you. So Charley Thweatt is our guest speaker today and musician. And so as a young man, he left his budding architecture career to be a full-time touring spiritual musician and speaker. He's been a favorite at Unity churches for over 40 years with his talks, concerts, and workshops. His presentations have also taken him to 15 countries on 6 continents, including leading his Italy tour 19 times. So Charley has been the musical opener for such luminaries as Dr. Wayne Dyer, Marianne Williamson, Deepak Chopra, Ram Dass, Tony Robbins, and Louise Hay. And his music has appeared on national TV and radio. Ah, yes, we are so lucky. Now, lastly, you can take Charley home with you on his thumb drives and CDs. So let's please welcome Charley Thweatt. Welcome. And yes, please come on up, because now Charley's going to welcome us in song. And while he does that, please feel free. Every Sunday we'll do a Feed the Hungry collection. And so we have just a basket up front here where you're welcome to throw a couple dollars in. 100% of these funds go to our Pasco Pacasac fund. So we help 80 children in the community every week with supplemental food. So please come on up while Charley welcomes us in song. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you. Now, there we go. This is the day. So we're playing with a word today called zeal. Are you ready to be filled with zeal today? Sarah asked me, do an up-tempo song. So this is up-tempo. This is the day. So as you pick up on it, there'll be lyrics up there. This is the day I spread my wings. This is the day I fly. This is the day that my heart sings. I tell you the reason why. 'Cause I have found love in my heart. Sing this with me. And I have found love in your heart. And I am going to take you with me in my heart. And I am going to take you with me in my heart. This is the day. Oh, this is the day. This is the day. This is the Let me see you spread your wings. See you spread your wings. This is the day I spread my wings. This is the day I fly. This is the day that my heart sings. I'll tell you the reason why. 'Cause I have found love in my heart. And I have found love in your heart. And I am gonna take you with me in my heart. And I am gonna take you with me in my heart. This is the day, oh, this is the day. This is the day, this is the day. This is the day. There it is. Thank you.
This is the day. This is a great day. So thank you, Charlie. That was wonderful. Well, I would just like to welcome you all here again. My name is Sarah Fredrickson, and welcome everyone to YouTube on Facebook. And Facebook, we live stream our services every Sunday. Now, is there anyone new here for the first time? Well, welcome. I'm glad we have just a little welcome packet for you. And so, yeah, welcome. We're so grateful that you came. Welcome everyone new and welcome everyone seasoned who have been here before. So inside that packet, there's just a little yellow card. It looks kind of like this. And so when we pass our offertory basket around a little later, you're welcome to put your card in there, and then you can be on our newsletter and let you know. Well, I'll let you know all the good things we've got going on here. Now, we're going to do a little prayer. And this is Charles Fillmore's invocation. And so I was looking around for a new prayer here, and I found this. Charles Fillmore is the co-founder of Unity. So Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, they founded Unity in the late 1800s, and this is just an invocation that he did. So let's all read this together. So I am now in the presence of pure being and immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. I acknowledge thy presence and thy power. O blessed Spirit, in thy divine wisdom, now erase my mortal limitations, and from thy pure substance of love, bring into manifestation my world according to thy perfect law. Thank you. And so on that note, let's bring our prayer chaplain of the day, Laura, up here, and she's going to read the daily word. So thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for the honor of being here today. The word of the day, the daily word, is zeal. And I love that word. It is old, it's classic, but it feels so good. Feels so good. So say with me, please. I bring my zeal and passion to life. So Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore wrote in his 94th year, I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm and spring forth with a mighty faith to do the things that ought to be done by me. 94 years old. Blows me away. His example shows me that regardless of my age or station in life, zeal is a divine gift, a part of me always mine to call upon. Through it, I feel enthusiastic and energetic about life. I express joy and excitement as I live, love, and share myself through service. This is one I'm going to say twice, but you can say it 5 times yourself. I am purposeful, passionate, and positive. I am purposeful, passionate, and positive. I live authentically and make a bold impression on the world. I share my talents and gifts with a spirit of generosity and service. I begin each day with eagerness and end it with gratitude, happy to share my zeal. And today's scripture is Psalm 100, verse 2. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come into his presence with singing. Thank you.
I love how you said the word zeal is so classic and old. Could I see a show of hands of people who feel classic and old?
Sailing into nothing, sailing into space, sailing into everything I face. Sailing into my destiny, where my future meets my past, knowing that the soul of me will last to the last. Sing with me, sailing, sailing into nothing, into nothing, sailing, sailing into space, into space, sailing, sailing into everything I face, into everything I face. Oh, do that. Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing a mini concert, 2 songs in a row. So we're going to use this song to go into a time of meditation. And the song is just about being present. Feeling that love, feeling that God presence. So you can add your voice as you get it. Let's let our eyes close. At the end of the song, we'll just fade into silence and be in that silence a moment. At the end, I'll do a little guided meditation. Take a deep breath. I
stay with each moment. The presence of God. I breathe into each moment. The presence of love. The presence of love. We say those words. The presence of love. The presence of love. Do 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 do. Who with me? I stay with each moment, each moment, each moment. The presence of God, the presence of God. I breathe into each moment, each moment, each moment. The presence of love, the presence of love, the presence of love, the presence of love. The presence of love, the presence of love, the presence of love. Who with me? Of love, the presence of love, the presence of love. Take a breath into this moment. I breathe into each moment. There's a simple truth here. Where is life happening? In each moment. Where is love happening? In each moment. Presence of God happening right here in each moment. What a simple practice that can be. Just stay in this moment where it's actually happening. Stay with each moment, the presence of God. I breathe into each moment, the presence of love.
So simple. And if some issue comes up in your daily life, maybe this is the solution. Stop, breathe, come back to where the love is. Come back to where the presence of God is. Here. Presence. Live in that presence. Live from that presence. So simple. I breathe into each moment the presence of God. And so it is, and so we are.
Live your life in the presence. Fill each day with the essence. As life brings its lessons to you. As each morning dawns again, the sun in you does rise, bringing its heart to bear to all the skies. As clouds blow their way today, no part in you does cry, knowing the light that's here comes through you and I. Sing this chorus with me. And we live our lives in the presence, filling each day with the essence. As life brings its lessons to all. Let's sing that again. And we live our lives in the presence, filling each day with the essence. As life brings its lessons to all. In greeting my world today, I greet from within, standing on centered ground, I remember me again. When meeting our friends today, let's see all that's there. Be willing to feel the love we share, and we live our lives in the presence, filling each day with the essence. As life brings its lessons to all. One final time, loudly, and we live our lives in the presence, filling each day with the essence. As life brings its lessons to all.
right. Thank you. Thanks for singing. So put this over here. Oh, you have a mic. Should I use that? I'll use that. Positive practice of, what was it? Perfection. All I know is there's 3 P's. And those are perfect words for popping on the mic. So say it again. Personal, passionate, and positive. You did it better. Okay, so my new talk today is your personal to-do list. Do. And this is really about how do we merge all our, we're good at doing often. How do we remember to be good at being in the process of all of our doing? And I want to look at some ways to kind of dial that in. And it's really about how do we stay in an awake state of being in this life. Even the meditation was about that. Just come back to this present moment. I breathe into each moment the presence of God. And that's our presence. That's the presence of our being. It's all the same thing. How do we fully live who we came to be? And I think about, our to-do. Does anyone here have a to-do list? I changed my name to my today list. It never gets done today, but I put on my today list. And I wonder, we get so caught up on our to-do list. Do you think you're up in heaven before coming to this world thinking, I can't wait to get to earth to do my to-do lists? Is that what you were thinking of before you came into this life? Probably not. Maybe. Well, maybe Gail was. And I've been accused of this. No, we love Gail. Thank you for all that you do. Do. And I don't know if I've said this before, but my wife has accused me of being in go mode constantly, and like she misses me because I'm so much focused on the doing. Where's my being? Where am I present around the house? And I catch myself. She's a good reflection to go, oh wait, slow down, maybe do some of what you're trying to tell other people to do. So go mode. Anyone here guilty of go mode? Yeah, it's just like boom, 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 boom. It's like, wait, bring some heart into it. And again, do, yes, but also be. So I wrote down a question there. Who are you being while you're so busy doing? Maybe that's a good question. Who are you being while you're so busy doing? It's what is that? What does that mean? I see on the back row. What is this? Someone's talking in your head. Yeah. Well, we're all dialing in our own individual rule books, I think, as we go. I love this too. There's so much to do, but is there also so much to be? So much to be, not just to do. And I love in A Course in Miracles, there's a phrase that if you've been around the Course, you've heard this. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. And I've heard that phrase for years, and a few years ago, I saw a little nugget hiding in those words. So first of all, I am still as God created me. I continue to be as I am created by God. Okay, so that's the initial meaning I see. But what about I am still? That place of stillness. I am a place of stillness as God created me. I am still. And I think if we tap into that place in us, then we start to tap into that sense of being. Sometimes we have to get still to kind of catch the presence. If we're busy, where's the space for just being? So I love that. I am still. I am a place of stillness, just as God created me. I am not a body, I am free. I am still as God created me. And it brings back that importance of being. I want to share a few stories today where this has been illustrated to me. And years ago, in the late 70s, I lived in Boulder, Colorado for a year. Has anyone been to Boulder? Beautiful spot. And there was a thing happening on the outskirts of town. There was a place called the Rocky Flats Nuclear Facility. And I think it was they were building nuclear weapons there. And there were protests. One day, a whole bunch of people came out and protested. They're holding peace flags and protesting against this being on the edge of this loving town. Why are we building nuclear weapons on the edge of town? So, and I remember on the news that night, the local channel, I was watching one of the people who were marching in the protest. They were being interviewed, and he said, "They said, what are you here for? What is the message you want to give?" And he says, "We're here to fight for peace." The peace flag in the background, and my first thought was, something doesn't feel right here. It looks more like anger than peace. And I don't know what I can say in church, but I remember on the bathroom, someone scrawled on the bathroom wall. I'm going to try and clean it up here. But basically, there was an old phrase in the 70s I saw in college. And it said, "Fighting for peace is like screwing for virginity." It does not compute. So there's that disconnect, and it's again, does your being match up with your doing? You're saying that your being wants peace, but your doing is just angry, fighting for peace. Just bring that awareness, and maybe we catch ourselves. What are we doing that doesn't? Why there's a disconnect? What doesn't line up? Our being and our doing. A Course in Miracles, there's a great line in the text where it says, "The cost of giving is receiving." The cost of giving is receiving. So basically, your payback, your cost of whatever you're putting out there is what is you're going to be living in it. Whatever you're putting out into the world, you're living in it. So if you're angry for peace, you're not living in peace. So how can we line up what it is we're putting out, because that's what we want to live in? How can we have our doing match what we really want our being, the presence, the energy we're living in to be? The cost of giving is receiving. And I came up with a little metaphor that I've used in a workshop, and it goes like this. Imagine you're in a relationship with someone, you're standing across from them, and I don't know if it's a good relationship, a bad relationship, whatever, but there's someone in your life, and you have a little glass vial in your right hand and a little glass vial in your left hand. You have a choice, which one you're going to open up. The one on the left is a beautiful perfume. The glass vial on the right has the smell of skunk. Which one are you going to open up and offer to that person? Whatever it is you're living, you're not going to get away from the smell of skunk. You're living in whatever you're putting out, you're living in. The cost of giving is receiving. Let's let our doing match our being. I was in 2003. I've done a lot of travel. I've been to Italy something like 67 times. Leading these tours and singing for other events, retreats. And I had just arrived in Italy in 2003 in March, and was getting picked up by a family. I was going to stay with them a few days before doing some other events. They're friends that I'd made, and got picked up at the train station. Flew into Milan, took a train to their town, and from the train to their house is maybe 20 minutes. Now, I don't know if you remember, March of 2003, we were on the verge of invading Iraq. And it was in the news, everyone was, hoping it wouldn't happen. All the way from the train station to their house, there were thousands of peace flags hanging off of balconies in people's homes, and every other house had a peace flag. I was like, I've never been so stunned in my life. First of all, yes, and secondly, we would never see this in our country. Don't attack Iraq. We'd never see peace, and I was just so blown away and so moved. Their being was matching their doing. Their doing was matching their being. They're expressing an alignment. There's so much going on in the world in this weekend. I wish we would align with peace and peaceful ways of solving things. I'll just say that. So I got to their home and had a nice visit. And the next day, their 2 kids were off to school. They were off to work. And I was left there in the home, still kind of recovering from jet lag. And this little melody started coming to me. And I think I was still just reverberating from all the peace flags. And this little song came to me, and it's this. The words started out a phrase we do every Sunday. It's "Let there be peace on earth." Somehow that's in the song. I forget how it fits in. And then halfway through writing it, I realized, no, it's "Let there be peace" was the lyric. And halfway through, I noticed it evolved to "Let us be peace." Let us be that peace. Instead of "let there," it's kind of out there, right? I need to vibrate peace. I need to choose peace. I need to be as peace, as a presence in this world. Being, doing, and being. Be that peace in the world. Let us be peace. Can we say that together? Let us be peace. Not let there. It's over the claim it, be it, vibrate it. I have a couple of fun stories. I don't know what the time is. Oh, we're okay. When I love to have fun stories to tell. This one happened in 1968. I grew up in Houston. My grandparents lived in Fort Worth. That's like a five-hour drive. They were in town, and this time they didn't stay with us. They had to be at a convention at a Hilton hotel, so we went to go see them. And we get up to the 5th floor, and we're going down the corridor, and about to get to their hotel door to knock. The door just before their door was wide open, and we looked in, and there were these 2 kind of mid-20s hippie white guys with giant afros. They're teasing their hair in the mirror. And I realized, oh my God, that's Mitch Mitchell and Noel Redding. They're the 2 sidemen to the Jimi Hendrix. And a split second later, someone down the hall yells, hey guys, I just talked to Jimi Hendrix's manager on the elevator. Hendrix is downstairs in the lobby right now, sitting on the couch. And we said, hi, Grandma, hi, Grandpa, and we ran. And the 4 of us kids, I'm one of 4, we all ran back to the elevator and went down. And there was Jimi Hendrix sitting on the couch all by himself, no one around. We just walked up, and I shook his hand and chatted a moment. My brother said that I made him laugh. I asked if he'd made his first million yet, so I made Jimi Hendrix laugh. Thank you very much. And asked for his autograph. Said sure, and he walked us over to the check-in desk at the hotel and asked for some little pieces of paper, and we each got a signature from Jimi Hendrix. Now I'm the only one organized enough to still have that signature in my life. Theirs disappeared. So I want to show. Can you put that up on the screen? So this is what I got as a 16-year-old. So did he tell me, go get 'em world, go do your best, go do it? No, he told me about being. He said, be this. Be groovy. And I've been groovy ever since. Yeah. So isn't that fun? He's telling me how to be. Be that energy. And it's funny, I've kind of brought the word groovy back into my vocabulary in the last 5 or 6 years. You're kind of tongue-in-cheek, but I don't know, maybe it's becoming normal. So, be groovy, Jimi Hendrix. So I have fun when I meet other guitarists. I'll just say, hey, Jim, shake my hand. And then I'll tell them, well, you just shook the hand that also shook Jimi Hendrix's hand. It's like 1 degree of separation from Jimi Hendrix. And that's just fun. That's fun to share. Really? Okay. Anyway, you can take that off. Thank you. They'll be staring at that the whole time. But isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? And it's about being. Again, notice what the universe is saying to you. Be this. Be this. Do you care what people think about you? Because, you don't want to change your being. You change your doing to fit other people's idea how you should be being. And I have just a fun, cute story about how this showed up in my life. And this is in my first marriage. Lori and I were married. We had, at that time of the story, our son was 3 years old, Jeremy. And we had just had dinner and had a little bit of some chocolate bars and then put it all away. And then we're sitting watching TV. And Jeremy waddled off into the kitchen, and then And he came back and stood in the little doorway of the kitchen and looked at us and he said, "Me want chocolate." And we said, "Well, Jeremy, you've already had your chocolate. There's no more chocolate." And then he looked at us and then he said, "Well, then me no ask you." Like, I erased that I ever asked you this question. Forget I ever said it. And then he marched back into the kitchen. We're thinking, well, there's no way he's going to get it. I mean, it's on the third shelf above the countertop. But about a minute later, he hasn't come out. We thought, maybe we should go check. And he had pushed a chair over the countertop. He was standing on the counter. He was about to get to the third shelf with his long reach. And we just laughing. Like, he doesn't care what we think. And I don't believe what you have to say. I'm going to be who I am. My actions match my being. And I don't care what you have to say. And I just thought it was so funny. So now it's a family joke. Well, then me no ask you. Me want chocolate. Can you be just as undetoured when you get a no? If it doesn't line up with your being, hold your being. We've all gotten lots of no's. So everyone go like this and say, well, then me no ask you. I want to see you do it. Let's say, well, then me no ask you. I erase. I'm not detoured. Stay with your being. Stay lined up with your being. You know, I first started doing public speaking at churches, giving a talk. It wasn't because I asked to. I had a minister. I was signing up for a big church in Austin to go do music. And he said, well, how about if you give the talk? And I kind of went, He says, you'll be fine. It's about presence. Charlie, you have a good presence. Just show up and be who you are and just do that. I thought, well, okay, well, I'll work with that. And it took some time, and I appreciate him saying that, and hopefully my presence is helpful and supportive. But it's back to being. Who we are is our being. We radiate that. Remember what you're bringing. Maya Angelou spoke about that. She said, and you've heard this quote probably, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. And that's about being, isn't it? They'll forget what you did, what you said, but not how you made them feel. Being. Do you ever hear the thing about chop wood and carry water? It's like I think it's a Tibetan thing. What do you do before enlightenment? You do your chores. Chop wood, carry water. What do you do after you're enlightened? You do your chores. It's still about, this is doing and being. This is living in the world. And we're really looking, how do we blend heaven and earth in our daily lives? That inner and that outer. So we're not going to just go sit on a mountaintop and meditate. We're all not going to just, work without any sense of being. Can you bring together heaven and earth, body and soul, love, and that inner peace while we're doing our earthly life? Doing, being, the blend. We're not alternating them, but we're blending them into one activity. Living in the presence as we sang. And I'm just going to finish by saying maybe your doing and your being have been a little bit like strangers in the night. Now it's time for them to be friends or even lovers, to blend together, to dance together, and to truly do. That's all I got. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Charlie. That was wonderful. Let's give him another round of applause. Yeah, thank you. What a great way to start the week. That was a wonderful message. Well, I'd love to let you all know what we've got going on here at Unity of Port Richey. But first, let me thank Gail, Stephen, everybody that helps, all of our ushers and greeters, the people that signed up for snacks. Oh, gosh. And just all of you for coming here and helping to support this beautiful community. So this week, we've got on Wednesday, Kirtan with Kimberly Mangino. And so this is on Wednesday, January 28th at 7 p.m. here at Unity. So come and join that. On Thursday mornings, I lead meditation, our group guided meditation and healing circle on Thursdays at 10:30. So come and join me there. And then this Thursday evening, at 6:30 p.m. on the 29th. Renee Dollar will be offering her monthly crystal bowl meditation and sound bath. So come on over for that. We got a busy week, you guys. This is a good one. And then next Sunday, Reverend Marcia McCartney is going to be joining us again with her message on the empty cup. So Reverend Marcia's a treat. So come and join us next Sunday and every Sunday, of course. And we would love it if you would volunteer with us. So we have our usher and greeter sign up in the back, our sign up for us bringing snacks, just helping all around. We could just, we appreciate all of that. So check out our lists and sign up. We need you. So thank you. Lastly, are you being called to serve? So consider joining the Board of Trustees. So our Unity Board applications are currently being accepted. And so this is an opportunity to help to serve your community, to help steer the ship of unity of Port Richey. And so our Board of Trustees is incredibly important. So if you are being called to lend a hand, please do so. Our annual meeting and our elections are on February 22nd. And so the annual meeting will be after service on the 22nd. And I think that's it. So now we're going to prepare our gifts. And so I'll call the ushers forward. And what we do with our gifts, some people donate online, and so just hold your gift in your mind's eye or think about it, hold your gift to your heart, and let's all affirm together, I give thanks for all my blessings, I share my gifts freely, and I receive gratefully. I am in the flow of abundant life.
So here's the song I wrote in Italy that morning after seeing the peace flags.
You know what this life is for. Do you look away? You know what this earth is for, while time slips away. Sing, let there be peace. Let there be peace. Love among all. Let there be love among all people. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. Let there be love among all people. Let us be peace. 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 Let us be peace.
Thank you.
We come here in fellowship and joy, and we bring these gifts and share our gifts graciously. We send them forth to do good and grow, and so it is. Amen. Thank you.
Could I inject a quick announcement?
Yeah.
Okay. If you didn't notice, if you'd like to take my music home, as they mentioned, there's a table in the lobby. Also a couple of books my wife Heidi has written, a children's book and a healthy chocolate book. I like healthy chocolate. And I also have 4 upcoming Italy events this year. I just want you to know that they're there. 3 of them are on flyers. An Amalfi Coast Sicily trip in April. Then in October into November, an Assisi retreat, 6 days with St. Francis Energy, and then a classic Italy tour. But there's one that doesn't have a flyer yet. It's my Tuscan Sun Lake Como tour, late September into early October. So if you want to know about that one, ask me. I need to get a flyer out. I just invented it. So I've already got 4 people signed up. So thank you very much. Always a pleasure, and I'll see you after.
pray the prayer of protection together. So the light of God's
Love of God enfolds us.
divine. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you.